It's Connie from AZ Realtor Connie, and I am, as my name states, or my title states, I am an Arizona Realtor. And in this video, I'm going to talk about what you can do to get a better job and what you need to write in your resume. So always have a cover letter. A lot of people don't do that anymore. If the portal is asking for a cover letter, write a unique story about why you want to get the job there and why you want to work for the company. You mainly want to do high level because of why you want to work for the company rather than one position, because there might be multiple positions that you qualify for or want to get your foot in the door and then transition into the career that you want to have at a later time. So if you specifically talk about one particular job and you post for job number 2, they're going to see your cover letters talking about job number 1, and they're going to question, do you really want job number 2? So when writing your resume, have more than one type of resume. So with myself, I had at a time, I had like operations, then I had the data side and a management side. So have more than one resume, and in that resume, emphasize in detail what you did, again, at a high level. You don't want to write a whole story about what you did, but if you managed 600 accounts and they were global accounts, and the dollar amount of those accounts, and how you and then your accomplishments, how those accounts started out as $1,000 and you turned them in 6 months to $1 million accounts, like what you did in those accomplishments of those tasks. Like you had you processed this job task and it was complicated and you simplified the task by having the team work together. Like that's an accomplishment. So in your computer skills, always write anything you sign on to with the password, use that as in a separate category of all the computer knowledge you have. It could be web-based, and those are like SharePoint, and they used to have an old thing called Lotus Notes, and some companies may still use that. Your office accounts, you can write in the programming language. So you have different skill sets of computers. So not only like Microsoft, but let's say you use an accounting system called Axiom, or you use an accounting system called Oracle. Like in what aspect of that you used it. So you use Oracle or SAP, but in your job description you write how you used SAP or Oracle. So always emphasize, don't forget to write your computer skills set that you know, because a lot of companies want particular applications, and some applications now there's like 1 to a million of the same thing, but kind of different name, a different technique, different colors, different fonts, whatever, it does the same thing. So if you write, let's say like there's an application, can't think off the top of my head, that I can think of like Jira and Rally. They kind of do all the IT stuff, but they do the same thing, but they're different applications. So write that how you know both of them. Or they may say, oh, Jira and Rally's just as easy as Jira, so we know you can learn it. So things like that. Even though the companies, I also tell people when they post a job description, again, reflect your resume to look at that, but or to resemble that, but don't get insecure that you don't have all the qualifications that they're looking for, because that is their best ideal candidate. That's what they probably want, but sometimes they can't even afford to have their perfect ideal candidate. So they'll hire someone with a little bit less skill sets. If I have 3 out of the 5 skill sets that they were looking for, I applied for it. And again, when you go in, no matter where you go, at whatever level you're going, if you're gonna go apply for a job and it's a landscaping company, going in a 3-piece suit may not look like you're really ready to get your hands dirty. But then again, if you're want to apply for a bank in a position at a bank, You don't want to go like you just came from cleaning your yard. So kind of dressed a little up to par. If you're going for like a landscaping position, go with some nice jeans, slacks, maybe a polo shirt. You know, if you're going for a job at the bank, dress with a suit. Again, I mean, I came from a real, my father was disabled, my mom was a housewife, we struggled. So, you know, when I had to get a job interview, I mean, I had no shame in my game. I went to Goodwill and found something that was feasible for what I needed for that moment. No one had to know. I mean, it did the part. It made me look what the professional that I wanted to be come across. So, you know, if you have to walk to work, if you have to take the bus, don't let obstacles stop you from your grind. Like, don't let people's negativity saying, oh, you can't do that. Oh, that's hard. Oh, good luck. You know what? I've had all that bashing in all my life. Like, what would you do if your car broke down, you're going to college? Take the bus. I took the bus. And I was taking my son to preschool, stopping to daycare, again, taking another bus back so I could go to school. You know what I mean? In order to overcome all that stuff, I had to not let these obstacles. I walked to school. I did a lot of things. You know, I worked 2 jobs. I went to school and waitress and worked full time. And, you know, it was hard. Like, I'm still busting my grind right now, trying to transition into the real estate. It's not easy. It's work. So I'm just telling you, giving you advice, like, hustle. You gotta hustle. You gotta be on your grind 24 hours, 7 days a week. And all that extra stuff that you want, your friends going on vacation, your friends, you know, getting their hair done. You know, I was without that for many years. I didn't get my nails done. I didn't have my hair done. I didn't get, you know, all this extra lavish stuff because I was working on my hustle. And now that the struggle is over, I could get that if I want it.